Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to our channel. Today we are really excited about the video. You made a lot of great questions and we can wait to answer to all of them.
So let's start right now.
The first question is for Du, so I'm going to read it to him. How long did you take to learn Portuguese?
Eu acho que demorei 3 ou 4 meses. A coisa é que a Maria fala muito em espanhol comigo, então não posso aprender mais.
É verdade.
Portanto, agradeço muito aos pais da Maria por falar em português comigo, porque senão seria muito difícil para mim aprender.
For me, I would speak to him in Portuguese. The thing is that we started speaking in English when we met. Then we moved to Spain, so I needed to learn Spanish, and we changed it to Spanish.
Yeah.
And now it's really weird to change it again to Portuguese. And when I speak to him in Portuguese, I feel like I'm always searching for the easy words and like making it easy or talking slowly. And at the end of the day, it feels weird for me. So I just try not to lose my Spanish. So I speak to him in Spanish and I let everyone else speak to him all the time in Portuguese so that I'm sure he learns. But he is a fast learner, so I don't need to worry about it. Okay, next one.
Já conhecem a família um do outro?
Yes. It was fast.
Yeah, it was pretty fast after 3 months.
Yeah, I think more or less. I knew
after we met.
Yeah, I knew your family and then you met my family, I think.
Yeah.
And everything was really easy. We both felt at ease with each other's families, so it was an easy process. And also our parents met too.
Yeah.
How it was.
We went to a Korean restaurant in Barcelona for our first family date and they got along very good, although they didn't speak the same language. Weird, right?
But at the end of the meal, we didn't need to do any translation.
Yeah.
They speak like
They
mixed
spoke
language
the language
together.
of love.
Existe algum tipo de choque cultural?
Cultural shock. Well, maybe, but we don't notice it, right?
Yeah.
Or, I don't know.
I mean, people ask us this question a lot, and I actually can't remember a moment where I felt a cultural shock.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
maybe it's because you adapt yourself pretty easy to any circumstance.
I don't know, for me it's more that you were raised by Korean parents and I was raised by Portuguese parents, but at the end of the day our experiences, our education, our values, so the most important things are the same. So I don't know if my family is weird or your family is weird.
Yeah. Exactly, because we talked a lot about childhood stories, and a lot of stories are very similar. Like the parenting is very similar. Stuff that happened that we both went to Catholic schools too, so that has to do something about it, right?
About your education.
And then we really loved sports, which we consumed a lot of time in. So.
And we both did modeling.
Yeah.
Which is like another world where we both understand each other.
Yeah.
It was also really easy.
Yeah, it was very natural. Maria, do you think you could move to South Korea and live there? I suppose you would face major cultural differences, wouldn't you?
Well, I've never been in South Korea, so I'm not 100% sure of my answer, but from what I learned between Du's family, Korean dramas, and not much more, and Korean food, I love the food, I love the people that I met so far, and the city looks great, amazing, like so different, a different reality, a different pace, but I'm really curious about it.
Yeah.
So I can't tell you if I can move there for a long time because I'm not used to the rhythm and I don't know how I would respond to it, but I would think that would be okay. And
Of course.
I wouldn't feel like, I think the language would be the biggest barrier, but if I'm with you, it's easier. So I feel protected, and I don't know, I feel really good about the country. So yeah, I suppose I could.
Of course you could.
Also, Taekwondo is fun, and they do a lot of that.
Yeah.
Do you feel more Spanish since you were born there, or still Korean?
Well, that's a really good question. I grew up with this question in my mind. Well, I think that my parents' education, my Korean education, was very strong because we were just four in our family living in Spain, and everyone else was Spanish. So I've got a strong connection with my family. So I feel Korean, of course, but then I also feel a little bit Spanish. I don't know. I just feel I always root for Korea, like in the World Cup, instead of Spain. But then when someone is attacking Spain, I get really angry, too. It's just like that.
And if someone is attacking Portugal, how do you feel?
Well, now I feel annoyed, of course. It's really complicated. I mean, I feel a world citizen, I guess.
Okay, now we have similar questions. They're written in different ways, but the question is essentially the same, which is about our future. Where do we plan to live? What we plan to do in the future? Where we see ourselves in 5 years?
Okay.
So,
We don't even know where we're going to be in 2 weeks because,
this is a tricky one. Yeah. Right now, we've learned that it's really hard to plan for the future, because I think if we think about a year from now, we never thought we'd be here doing this. So we learned that it's really hard to predict. We were thinking about if we are going to tell you about this for some time, and probably now it's the time, because so many of you wanted to know about the future.
So our goal would be
Going from Portugal to Korea in 1 year, and passing from several countries, since you have half of the world between. And we thought that after I showed you my country, it would be fun to have a journey between my country and his, and then exploring his country.
Yeah, I think it will be cool. The thing now is that we're gonna earn as much as we can, save, and make a trip.
And hope that the pandemic gets better while we get our
Of
budget.
course. So that's the plan.
That's the most that we can tell you. And after we see those many countries, maybe we can tell you where would we like to live.
Yeah.
Right now we aren't sure at all.
You guys asked us a lot that question too. So yeah, I guess we'll see after traveling to all these countries.
Yeah. Are you currently working or studying, or just enjoying life?
Enjoying life.
We're always enjoying life. But yeah, we finished studying, and right now we are working as models, and we are doing our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So that's what we do right now.
What's the thing you love about each other? Getting corny here, huh?
I love a lot of things about you.
Yeah, but what's the one thing?
I can't say what?
One, just one.
One. Can I say two? No. Okay, one.
Yes, I have two.
Have more. For me, I would say mostly that you take care of me a lot. I mean, like in every little detail, when you can make my life easier, or help me, or just be there whenever I need, you are. I mean, you never fail. It's like you always do the right thing, you're there at the right time. I can tell you, I can talk to you about anything, you always understand. So, I don't know, you just treat me really well.
I think that you do always the right thing. So, yeah. Well, for me, it's the first thing that pops up in my head is her sweetness. She's really sweet and smart too. So, but sweetness is the thing that I love about her. She's really cariñosa. And a lot of things more. So, I think that answers the question.
Are you guys each other's first relationship?
Yeah, I don't think so.
No. No, we both had other relationships. Now
Yeah.
we are on our last relationship.
Could you talk more about your dating life before you met each other? Could we? Yes, of course we can.
Yeah,
What would you say about your past relationships?
I would say that you learn a lot. You have
Yeah.
experiences. You have some great experience, some not good, some not as good experiences, but you definitely learn, and you need to experience and
Make mistakes.
exactly, and then learn, and then if you are lucky enough, you can find someone that you really love.
Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, you said it great.
You're so
No, really.
you're really smart. You're smart. Okay, next one.
Okay, who's the best driver?
I am the only driver.
Yeah, she's the only driver. So in Spain, you normally take the test when you're 18. So if you don't do it at 18, then it gets harder, of course. And well, if I had the budget to take the test, then I invest my money on traveling or other stuff. So that's what happened. Life happened, and different priorities happened. So that's it.
Sounds great. I love to drive, so for me there's no problem. He's a great co-pilot, but a lot of great music. He is way better than me giving directions. So I
Yeah,
think
nice
we're
Google Maps directions, right?
yeah, but I tell you left and it's right. So
That's right.
so he's definitely better than me, and like this, I think we are a great team. How did you guys get into modeling?
How did you get into modeling?
For me, I had a friend that saw a picture of mine, and he was part of an agency. So he asked me if I wanted to go and try, and I tried. I was like 16, and I liked it. It was the easy way to make some money while I was studying, and I could do both things at the same time. So seemed great.
Well, and for me, just my first agent taught me walking down the street, and that's how I started when I was 18. So, yeah.
I'm glad you started.
Yeah.
More than a number. When I'm not sharing ideas with my colleagues, I'm defending my kingdom.
How do you balance work, life, and travel? We travel when we are not working, so.
I would say that I don't know what's happening. The modeling job makes it hard to predict the future. Like, you never know if the next day you're going to have a shoot or a casting in the same day. I mean, anything can happen. But on the other hand, YouTube is pretty flexible, and you can shoot at any time or anywhere. You can edit whenever you need or can.
Yeah.
So we can manage it. I think okay. We have time for both. This is a popular question too. When are you guys getting married? So,